Welcome. Today we investigate a silent global shift, the silver tsunami. By 2050, 1 in 6 people will be over age 65. This isn't just a Western issue. From Tokyo to Berlin, and even emerging economies, the demographic clock is ticking faster than ever. To understand the future, we must look at the data. We are witnessing a fundamental shift in the human story, one where for the first time in history, the old outnumber the young. While longer life is a triumph of modern medicine, it presents an unprecedented challenge to the foundations of our global economy. This demographic shift brings a crisis of isolation. As families shrink and move to urban centers, many seniors are left navigating their later years alone. At the heart of this crisis is the pension system. Many funds were designed for a different era, one where workers far outnumbered retirees. The dependency ratio is collapsing. In many nations, we are moving toward a reality where 2 workers must support every 1 pensioner. For those on fixed incomes, the threat isn't just demographic, it's inflationary. The cost of living is outstripping Social Security adjustments. We must ask, what happens to the human element? Pensioners who spent a lifetime contributing are now facing a gray poverty trap. Compounding this is the skyrocketing cost of healthcare. Chronic conditions associated with age require specialized, expensive infrastructure. Advancements in longevity science are extending lives, but the quality of those years often depends on access to costly medical innovation. Governments are scrambling for solutions. From raising retirement ages to leveraging automation, every lever is being pulled to avoid collapse. Japan serves as our global laboratory. Facing a shrinking workforce, they've turned to robotics. But can technology replace human touch in caregiving? We see nursing homes where robots assist with lifting and social interaction, a glimpse into a future many nations will soon share. This automation isn't just about efficiency, it's about survival in a country where the labor force is evaporating. From automated transport to AI-driven health monitoring, Japan is redefining what it means to age in a technological society. In rural Italy, the crisis takes a different form. Entire villages are becoming ghost towns as the young migrate for work, leaving behind an aging population and crumbling beautiful relics. Here, the social contract is fraying. Local shops are closing, schools are empty, and the traditional family-based care model is under extreme stress. These communities are the front lines of the demographic winter, struggling to maintain a sense of life as their primary heartbeat slows. It raises a haunting question. What happens to our culture when the keepers of tradition have no one to pass it to? The United States faces a unique challenge, a high-cost healthcare system grappling with a surging boomer generation. The debate over Medicare and Social Security is no longer academic, it's a financial emergency. We explore the burden on the sandwich generation, those caring for both their children and their aging parents simultaneously. The financial and emotional toll is immense, leading to calls for systemic reform in how we fund long-term care and handle end-of-life expenses. It's a complex web of insurance, government policy, and personal savings that is reaching its breaking point. We spoke to pensioners from 3 continents. Their stories are remarkably similar, a growing anxiety about the future. Inflation is the hidden enemy, eroding the value of life savings and making basic necessities like heating and healthcare a daily trade-off. For those on fixed incomes, there is no safety margin left. This is the human cost of demographic shifts. A generation that worked to build our modern world now feels abandoned by the systems they were promised would protect them. The dignity of aging is at risk when the math no longer adds up. But there is hope in innovation. From multi-generational living experiments in the Netherlands to community-based villages in the US, new models are emerging. We look at how active aging programs are keeping seniors in the workforce and society longer, not out of necessity, but for fulfillment. We also explore the role of migration in balancing demographic scales. These aren't just temporary fixes. They are the blueprints for a more inclusive, resilient society that values every stage of life. The solution isn't just financial, it's cultural. We must reintegrate the elderly into the fabric of our daily lives. As we look toward 2050, the projections are stark. The world will be older, wiser, and significantly different. The economy will shift toward a silver economy, with products and services tailored to an older demographic. Cities will need to be redesigned for accessibility, and our understanding of retirement will be completely transformed. This is the new frontier of human development. We are not just living longer, we are fundamentally changing the structure of our civilization. The choices we make in the next decade will determine whether this is a crisis or a new era of human maturity. Caught in the middle is the sandwich generation. These are adults balancing the dual demands of raising children and caring for aging parents. The emotional and financial toll is staggering. we explore the hidden labor that keeps society running, a labor that is increasingly becoming a full-time, unpaid second job for millions. This pressure cooker environment is leading to high burnout rates and a decline in workforce participation for those in their peak earning years. But what if we could extend health span along with lifespan? Longevity science is booming. From senolytics to personalized nutrition, the goal is no longer just to live longer, but to live younger. We look at the cutting edge of anti-aging research and what it means for a society where 80 is the new 60. If we can compress morbidity, the period of illness at the end of life, the economic and social burden of aging could be radically transformed. This is the ultimate medical frontier. Demographics is destiny, and the global balance of power is shifting. Nations with demographic dividends, young, growing workforces, are poised for dominance, while aging giants face stagnation. We analyze the geopolitical implications of shrinking militaries and slowing innovation in the world's oldest nations. How does a country project power when its population is in retreat? The map of influence is being redrawn by birth rates and life expectancy, creating a new era of demographic competition. The silver economy is the third largest economy in the world. As the population ages, trillions of dollars in spending power are shifting toward products and services for seniors. From luxury retirement communities to age tech that monitors health in real time, the market is pivoting. We look at how brands are ditching stereotypes and realizing that today's seniors are active, tech-savvy, and holding the majority of global wealth. This isn't just a challenge, it's a massive, untapped economic opportunity. There is an unexpected environmental angle to the aging crisis. Older populations tend to consume less and travel differently, potentially lowering carbon footprints in advanced nations. However, the shift in land use, from sprawling suburbs to compact, care-accessible cities, presents new challenges for sustainability. We examine the demographic degrowth movement and whether a smaller, older population could actually be the key to a more sustainable, regenerative future for our planet. Traditional Social Security is a 20th century solution to a 21st century reality. We dive into radical policy ideas, from universal basic income to the creation of national longevity funds that invest in the global economy to pay for care. How do we rethink the social contract when the old ways of taxing labor no longer generate enough revenue? The future of the state itself is on the line as we debate how to distribute wealth in a society where work is increasingly automated and the population is mostly retired. Meet the pioneers of active aging. These individuals are redefining what it means to be old. We profile seniors who are starting businesses, pursuing new degrees, and contributing to their communities in ways previously unimagined. Their stories challenge the narrative of decline and show that age can be a period of intense productivity and growth. By leveraging the wisdom capital of our elders, we can solve many of the very problems the aging crisis creates. This is the social revolution we need. Our cities weren't built for seniors, but that is changing. We explore age-friendly urban design, from benches and lighting to 15-minute cities, where every necessity is within a short walk. These changes don't just help the elderly, they make cities better for everyone: families, the disabled, and children. We visit cities in Scandinavia and East Asia that are leading the way in creating inclusive environments that keep the elderly integrated and independent. The city of the future is accessible, or it is obsolete. The digital divide is often seen as an insurmountable barrier, but technology is becoming more intuitive. We look at inclusive design that uses AI and voice interfaces to bring the power of the internet to everyone, regardless of their tech literacy. From VR for loneliness to remote health monitoring, the digital world is a lifeline. We must ensure that the silver tsunami isn't left stranded on the wrong side of the technological revolution. Closing this gap is essential for social equity in the decades to come. Ultimately, this is a question of values. How do we value life at every stage? We must rethink the social contract, moving from a system based on extraction to one based on mutual care and intergenerational solidarity. The crisis of aging is an invitation to build a more compassionate, sustainable world. It is a reminder that we are all on this journey together, and the systems we build today for our elders are the ones that will support us tomorrow. The future is gray, and that can be a beautiful thing. The most immediate impact is in the labor market. Critical industries like construction, manufacturing, and healthcare are facing a massive brain drain as skilled veterans retire without enough young workers to take their place. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a threat to national productivity and infrastructure. We look at how companies are desperately trying to retain wisdom workers through flexible hours and ergonomic workplace redesigns to keep the gears of the economy turning. Beyond physical health, we must address the epidemic of loneliness and the need for purpose. Cognitive health is directly linked to social engagement. We explore the blue zones, regions where people live significantly longer, and find that a sense of ikigai, or plan de vida, is just as important as diet or exercise. Creating societies that offer seniors meaningful roles, from mentorship to volunteering, is essential for a healthy health span. A mind with a mission is a resilient mind. The silver tsunami is not a storm to be feared, but a tide to be navigated. By rethinking our economy, our cities, and our social contracts, we can turn this demographic shift into a new era of human maturity. Thank you for joining us on this investigative journey. If you found this report valuable, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who cares about the future. I'm your host, and this has been a special report on the global aging crisis. Thank you for watching.